Now, year on year, we're seeing statistics released in South Africa that show that women entrepreneurs are really growing their businesses. In fact, the one statistic I want us to start with is that a 2014 report showed that opportunity motivated total early stage entrepreneurial activity amongst women increased from 64% in 2013 to 71% in 2014. Now, that really is a mouthful. So won't you explain that to us, please?
It's a very exciting figure, because if you look at the South Africa report from the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, for the South Africa report, what they're saying is that entrepreneurship has gone down in the country by 34%, from just above 10% to down to just under 7%, which is very bad. But when you start analyzing the figures, then you realize that there's positive things that are coming out. You're getting people who are going into entrepreneurship, not because it's a necessity, but because they see opportunities. And we then realize that the figures for women are highlighting a very good growth in terms of female entrepreneurs looking at opportunities and going into business.
Now, despite the fact that South Africa is experiencing somewhat of an entrepreneurial slump, what is it about SA women that are really seeing the gaps in the market and going for it?
I think South African women are very good at spotting opportunities, right? But also we've seen as a country that women have been encouraged to go into entrepreneurship, because you can score some points for supporting women and black business, like broad-based black economic empowerment. So you can get points for supporting women. So that is encouraging for women to go into entrepreneurship. But we've also seen companies starting funds that look specifically at women, and that also is very encouraging for women to go into entrepreneurship. But then you realize that for mothers, then you are, and with the advent of e-commerce, we then realize that women are going to entrepreneurship while being stay-at-home mothers, because they can sell their products online.
In fact, we've seen the word momtrepreneurship really being bandied about, and that's what you're speaking about, really, mothers who are using the spaces and places around them to create viable business opportunities.
Momtrepreneurs is then women who are stay-at-home mothers who have decided to take time off from their careers and stay at home and look after the kids. And these are now going into business. So these are women who are stay-at-home mothers, but are also starting businesses. And we think it's a nice phenomenon, because these are women who identify opportunities are coming from the experiences that they're getting as mothers. So you get a mother who is looking after a child, and they realize that there's a gap in the market. They can't find the right clothes for the kids, they can't find the right food, so they go into business that look after those opportunities as well.
Now, we know that being a stay-at-home mother is certainly a difficult task, and running a business on top of that is even more challenging. So what advice do you have to women who are working in their own spaces in terms of getting their business going? I know that you are very passionate about leaning in, getting support from the community and from people around you.
Okay, to get the business up and running, you need to set goals for yourself. You also need to share those goals with your family, and those goals can talk to your personal life and your professional life, and the importance of sharing the goals with your family so that they can support you. Number two, you need to set aside some time that you put aside for looking after the kids and for looking after your business, so that you don't find yourself, you've left your work, you said you wanted to be a mom and spend more time with your kids, and then suddenly you're spending too much time with a business. So you need to balance your time out so that you are able to still continue being the mother that you wanted to be, but still running a business. But as with any other business, it's important that you analyze your market and see how you're going to be responding and providing solutions to the opportunities that you've identified. You need to look at how you're going to market your business, especially if you are staying at home, and you look at how you can service your clients while being at home.
Gugu, thank you so much for speaking to us today.
Thank you, Jerusha.